Thanks, Chair. Look, I'm going to be brief. I'm going to allow 1.5 minutes for the Ministers to respond to my question, if they could, please. Look, I think initially it needs to be acknowledged that we are administering the vaccines as soon as they come in, and I think that's lost inside here as people play politics with it. Most of the vaccines that have arrived in the country have been given out to people and are finding their way to patients, and I think that needs to be acknowledged. Minister, look, I welcome the NIAC review that has been undertaken in the last few weeks. It's given great comfort to CF patients, people with underlying health concerns and people on dialysis and so on, so I think that was welcome, and I would just ask again that that could constantly be reviewed maybe over the coming weeks. My two questions relate. The first one is in relation to the COVID app. Look, it's a great piece of technology. I use it myself, but it is underutilised, and I think, if you check it most days, only 100,000, a max of 170,000 are actually checking in every day, and I think it's underutilised, and I would welcome if there was some kind of review or re-advertising of it or a revamp of it. I think we need to use that technology as best we can. Just following on from Deputy Murnane O'Connor's question there regarding vaccine refusal, and I just have a query. Are refusals being logged or kept by GPs or the HSE or by your department if people, I suppose, refuse to take a vaccine? Is that information being kept? And finally, just in regards to housebound patients, can the Minister just expand on, I suppose, the facilities available to those people that can't find their way to GPs or to vaccination centres? Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy. Antara, do you want to answer that question now? We have one Deputy McSharry still to come on that slot.
I'd like to thank the Deputy for his questions and indeed for his suggestions. I agree on the app. I think the app was a great success. I think it probably could do with a review now to see, particularly now that we've moved into the vaccination part of all of this, is there a bigger role for it? The Deputy will be aware that the vaccination numbers are on the app, but I'd be very, very happy to ask the team to take a review and see is there more that can be done. In terms of vaccine refusal, my understanding is the answer is no, that it is not logged. By process of elimination, it would be reasonably easy to work out, given that we know the various cohorts, be they nursing home cohorts or long-term residential care or healthcare settings or indeed age groups. It would be pretty easy to work out the numbers for those who haven't. My understanding, I may be incorrect on this, the system may have been updated, but the last time I checked, the answer was no. And then on those who are housebound, I'd like to assure the Deputy that the principle we are pursuing here is that nobody is left behind. So if there is anybody who is housebound, who can't get to their GP or who can't get to one of the vaccination centres, individual solutions are being put in place for them.
Deputy Mark McSharry.